Mother waffles! We are making waffles today. We are making this everyday amazing meal in a carnivore spin, but we're gonna actually do a little bit of a twist with it. We're gonna make the waffles, but we're also gonna make a burger out of the waffles. So that's the little spin that we're gonna do. But we also have some other things as well.
Yes, while we are cooking, we're of course gonna bring you a little update from us. My favorite update is actually Stephanie's. She has some really cool life updates from doing this carnivore diet. And then myself, I actually just did a bikini prep refeed, but it's not what you think. But I'm gonna tell you what we did and what happened. But more importantly, the motherfucking waffles.
Okay, here are our ingredients for the actual waffle itself. You're gonna need pork rinds. You can crush up your own or you can buy these ones. These are easy to find on Amazon. We're gonna use a half an ounce of this. So we're gonna measure that into a bowl and we're gonna add to that melted ghee. So I use about 5 grams in mine. I don't like the waffle itself to be super oily, and I have played around with measurements, and 5 grams seems to be really good for me. So I will melt 5 grams of this in the microwave, add it into our bowl, crack the egg. We're gonna add that into that. We're gonna whisk it together. Then we're gonna put it into our mini waffle maker. This amount makes 2. So we're gonna make, that's gonna be the bun. And then I already cooked my patty. So this is a 3-ounce patty of 80-20 ground beef. So that is cooked and ready to go. So the waffle itself is going to be the buns. Now you can add cheese to this if you want. I've even added a like sunny side up egg and like smashed it, and it just becomes a gooey mess of just deliciousness. Oh, I forgot salt too. We're gonna add salt in there for the waffle part, for the buns, and that's just gonna be a little bit of a measurement. I'm not even gonna measure it, I'm gonna just add some. But that's the ingredients, and that's the game plan for today. We're gonna make a waffle burger. Okay, so we're gonna get 5 grams of this ghee. That's 3.8. All right, 5.7. We're a little bit over. That's okay. Because why won't you lick your fingers? And then we're gonna do half an ounce of this.
Gotta be precise.
It just helps so much to be just exact, because then you don't know. Okay, I'm gonna crack this guy. That goes there. And then I'm gonna melt this. So we're gonna go in the microwave and melt this guy real quick. All right, when you're microwaving your ghee, it needs like maybe 10 seconds, depending on your microwave. I did the Ed 30, but honestly, 10 seconds is really all you need. I have over microwaved it before, and it just like burns and it just smells weird, and it doesn't do what you want it to do. So, okay. See, this microwave needs a little more time. I am used to mine. Jill's is not as aggressive as mine. Where's the start button? Hello. Okay, there we go. All right, so I mean, you can watch it, you can look at it. I mean,
So pretty.
so definitely taking more time than I thought. All right, we're good. So this one took 23 seconds, but that's fine. She's melted. She's ready to go. We gonna drop it in this bowl. She going right in. Wha-bam!
Ooh, we're like Emerald. Bam!
Lick it again, because why not? All right, now we're gonna do some salts with the little spoon. Beep. Okay, that's good enough. All right, we're done with scale. Now we're gonna beat this. Mix it up nice and good. I honestly mix this for like 15 or 20 seconds because the egg yolk doesn't always play nice. And then, now this is ready to go in our mini waffle maker, but it's still preheating. That little light is, oh, it just turned off. So now it is ready to go in there and make our buns.
Let's take a little bit of a break and catch up with Stephanie and her life update. Tell me the most amazing update, like seriously warms my heart, that you were telling me yesterday about how carnivore is changing your life.
So one of the biggest positives, and that I was super excited about making this change, was that when I was prepping and when I was just in a mindset of 6 meals a day and maybe 1 treat meal a week where I would go out to eat if I wasn't prepping, it's very limiting. And going out to eat, there was so many things I had to think about if I'm going to eat before or after. What am I going to bring into the restaurant? What am I not going to bring? Can I eat this of theirs? Ask all my list of questions or whatever. It was very limiting. And sometimes the people that I'm with are like, are you really asking all these questions? Did you really sneak that tuna can in here? Like, what are you doing? So this has been such a relief to be able to eat what I want, in the meat realm. Like going to a restaurant I can order so much more, and I don't feel like I have to bring things with me, and I don't feel like I have to hesitate to go out to eat and have to put all this extra thought into it. But beyond that, I'm having date nights more, and I'm able to eat out with my boyfriend, with Jeff, and we're doing wing night dates, and his love language is cooking and sharing knowledge on how to cook, and it has been such a game changer because I've been able to cater to that part of our relationship where before I couldn't. He wanted to share something with me. He's like, babe, try this or try that, or can I make you this? And I said, I can't, babe. I can't have all that fat, or I can't have this oil, or I can't have this butter, you cooked in, or whatever. I can't do red meat. Because again, when I was prepping, my fat got to about 20 grams a day. That's not even a full meal for me right now. Like a meal is like 40 to 50 grams of fat. So like it's been night and day, and it's really helped my relationship. It's benefited us in such a great way that I never really thought that I'd be able to do. But like this nutrition switch has been such a huge game changer, especially for our relationship. We do bacon and eggs every morning. Jeff has cooked for us every Saturday morning for the last month, bacon and eggs. So yeah, it's been a huge positive for our life, for my life, and for my relationship.
All right, so little life update from me. I did a refeed recently. So last week, my coach Colton said, we're gonna test it out. We're getting close enough to your show where we wanna see what your body does with different amounts of sodium, different amounts of salt, and a little bit more food, just to kind of see more fat, more protein, what you do, but not only what your body does right then, but what it does like the following days. So what I meant when we had when we started the video, where it's not what you think. Most people, if you're a bikini competitor or a bodybuilder, you hear the word refeed and you immediately think, coach gave me burger and fries. Like, fuck yes. Coach gave me burger and fries. I get to go out to eat. That was absolutely not what this refeed was. So I track my salt every single day. So I have, in addition to my electrolytes that I just drink, they're unflavored, just plain electrolytes, I have 12 grams of salt throughout the day on my meals. Very meticulously measured. So for this particular refeed day, I increased my fat by 30% and I increased my protein by 30%, and I increased my my salt from 12 grams to 16 grams. So it was very, very specific. It was not glamorous. It was not go out to Hop Dottie Burger Bar and have a burger and sweet potato fries, obviously. But the next day, I actually only gained 0.2 pounds from the day before, which my coach was actually shocked. He thought I was gonna gain a little more. So if I had, it would not have been shocking or bad. But the craziest part was, I felt so much more energy. I'm depleted. I'm in a calorie deficit. I'm doing a lot of cardio. I'm in the last couple weeks of my bikini prep. It is what it is. I felt great, just like a normal refeed. But then the day after that, I felt even better. And I dropped like 2 pounds, and I continued to drop for like 3 days, just consistently after that. And I went back to exactly the same macros that I was at before the refeed day. So it was very interesting. This whole world of refeeds and manipulating macros and sodium and all of this on a carnivore diet is completely new to me. So it's just really, really interesting to see how this kind of science works behind the scenes. So He now has a wealth of information about what my body does with extra salt, extra food. We know kind of what happens the next day and the following days. So we're actually going to test another refeed here next week. And he said it will likely be, so I'll keep you posted, it will likely be an even bigger refeed, but then maybe even dropping my calories after that and see what that does. And then we will have a really good grasp on what we need to do going into my show day to make sure that I peak for the stage. So I'm really excited to bring you those updates and just how my bikini prep is going. Well, we're in the final just over 2 weeks. So let's bring it home. I'm excited. I'm excited to show you the final package and bring you all the show updates as well. So stay tuned for that. All right, so we are going to take our pre-made mixture and we are going to just kind of eyeball about half. But this little mini waffle is perfect. If you do kind of just a glob right in the center, it usually works out pretty perfectly. So it is preheated. We're just gonna take our spatula and kind of just go right in the center, right there. Cut that off, boom. Kind of just even her out and shut that. And that light's gonna turn off and let us know when it is cooked. And we're gonna give it a little flip, which is optional, but it gives it a nice little crisp, which we like. So we're gonna wait for that light to go off. We're gonna take it out, flip it over, and then we are going to make our second one. All right, the light just turned off. So we are going to open this guy up and carefully, without burning yourself, we're just gonna lift her up. And we just want her to be a little crispy. So we're gonna just put it right back down. Give it another go. It's definitely not required to do that, but just the little extra crisp just makes it easier to hold. All right, so we've left it on for the second side about 60 seconds, but obviously test your waffle maker. But it is definitely a little crispier. Ooh, and it's hot. But see how it just has a really good firm texture? Look at that. It is really hot. We're just gonna set that next to our ready burger. And we have our other half. So we are gonna get every little drop of this goodness because seriously, pork rinds, butter, and egg, yes. That right in the center. We'll even that out. And I always lick the bowl too because
I do too. Totally.
every little bit matters. So get that right in the center, close her up. We'll wait for the light to go off. We'll give it a flip. We'll do 60 seconds and we will check back in and show you both buns done. All right, light turned off. So we have another perfect little circle. Still a little like squishy. So again, we want it to be a little crispier. Be careful not to burn yourself. Get it right in the groove. 60 seconds and we are gonna be almost done. Meanwhile, while that's cooking, because I'm in bikini prep, one of us has to lick the bowl.
Jill always encourages me to, finish everything off because this is going to be mine. This is dinner.
Yeah, these are your macros, girl. You
Yeah.
get those macros.
So I eat this almost every night for dinner because it is so freaking yummy. I'm obsessed. So if that says anything about how yummy it is, I eat it every single night. So, okay. Trying to be polite. Let's get real.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nope. Hold on. I just made myself laugh real hard. Yeah, it's pretty good. We're good.
Beautiful.
Bye.
All right, 60 seconds on the other side is up, so we're just gonna unplug that guy. And look at how pretty she is. Oh, wonderful. So we're gonna set that guy there. We already have, like we said, our pre-cooked beef patty. So these are our buns. So I'm gonna just kind of mantle this. As Stephanie said, sometimes you can add cheese, you could add bacon, you could add a fried egg, you could add whatever you want.
Yep.
But for the most basic purposes, and just to show you how we cooked this waffle burger, it is literally, I'm just manhandling your dinner. I'm just pretending I could eat it.
2 weeks.
But it is literally the most stable burger bun ever. Like, it is perfect.
Yep.
So, boom shakalaka, you have the perfect burger bun. And I would like to point out that before I started bikini prep, kind of where I was more in a calorie deficit, I had this with a fried egg every single morning for breakfast. So where she has it every day for dinner, I had it as a breakfast item. And also, I went out to eat where I knew I could get a burger patty just cooked in butter and just with salt. I actually took these in a baggie. And I made my own burger bun because I didn't just want to be the typical carnivore that had the cheese. Well, I didn't have cheese, but the people who get just the burger and just eat it with a fork. I'm like, screw that noise. I know how to make the best burger bun ever. Carnivore style, 100%. I brought those suckers with me, snuck them into the restaurant. Nobody gave me any crap about it. And it was the most delightful burger ever. So it is just the perfect recipe. Look at that. She is beautiful.